don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32.
There's like 3 guys trying to scale this fence and the barbed wire and climb in.
We're Cheska and Ben, and with our little pup River, we travel full-time in our sprinter van, Sophia. We're currently on the road east, driving our home on wheels all the way to Turkey. Join us this week as we make the ferry crossing from Italy to Greece, which doesn't go as smoothly as we hoped.
There is another camper van down here though, so we don't feel quite so alone, but it is a little bit of chaos.
Subscribe and join us for the ride with new videos every Sunday.
We have made it to Brindisi, which is in the very south of Italy, and it's where we're going to be getting the ferry to Greece. For the past 3 days, we have driven from where we left you in France all the way down the east coast of Italy to get here. So parking options in Brindisi are pretty limited, and the one we turned up at last night happened to have a fairground on it, which was going on till about 12:30 this morning. But it's fine, today we're getting the ferry at 1 o'clock. It's going to be a 9-hour ferry, so we're not actually going to be overnighting on it, which is great. We do have a pet cabin though that we can take River in, which is awesome. We can't believe it has come around this quick and that we're about to head to Greece already. It is just crazy. But yeah, let's go.
Thank you. There we are, all packed up.
How are you feeling this morning?
Oh,
you excited?
Oh, yeah, I'll be glad once we're on everything. It's just less stressful, isn't it? Everything's done.
This is the beautiful park up we stayed last night. So this is a terminal. That looks like check-in.
What's the giveaway? All good?
He glanced at my passport to get the name, and I thought I'd given him the wrong passport because he looked at it that quickly. Then just printed off the tickets and said after 11 head down to board.
Oh, what was the van as well?
Didn't even check my booking reference, just wanted my, I guess because I've got my passport, didn't want any vaccination stuff, literally. And then it's got, Mercedes Sprinter, me, you and River.
Perfect.
There we go, 4 tickets ready to board. Here we go.
Okay, so far, so good.
Yeah, she's telling him to wait, Just follow this one, yeah? It's a slightly chaotic ferry boarding, but just go where you're told, basically, and you'll be absolutely fine. Looks like the Eurotunnel. We're all in. Right, we need to get out now, don't we? Good girl, River.
That's it. So that's it. In 9 hours' time, we will be in Greece.
So we're going to give you a tour of our inside pet cabin. This is the cabin area. This is where we are. As you come in, somewhere to hang your coats. Some cupboards. Here we've got a desk, some plug sockets, a shelf, a little chair, a bin. Let's switch around because there's not much room in here. And these are our beds. I don't know who else we're supposed to be having over, but we've got 4 bunk beds. So the beds have got fresh linen on, we've got some towels, pillows, so it's not too bad actually. And then just behind Ben, and in here we have our ensuite bathroom, quite a luxury for us. There you go. Got a nice shower. I'm going to try this out in a bit. I don't know how hot it is, or I don't have high hopes for it. But we don't have a shower at all at the minute, so I'm sure it's going to be great. Vanity mirror, sink, toilet, voila! It's actually not a bad little room, to be honest. We've got aircon, so it's really nice and cool in here. It is inside, so there's no portholes or anything you can't see outside. But yeah, I don't think for 9 hours, this is a nice little space to have. So for the Sprinter van, for Ben, for me, for River, for the inside pet cabin, and for 2 €354, which I don't think is bad at all. The cabin itself was €50 extra, so more than happy to pay to have this little space for 9 hours, because if you don't have it, you're limited, especially with a dog, you're limited to like just the upper decks and stuff, so it's pretty hot today as well, so I'm very glad we got this space. Stay the worst.
Stay in the worst places, yeah. If it's really noisy, it's because the aircon is literally just going.
Yeah. I think if this was a night passage and you were meant to sleep on here,
You wouldn't sleep.
I think it would be alright.
I think it would.
We managed to sleep at a fairground last night thanks to somebody's park of choice.
It was really up while I was so tired, I just fell asleep.
Good girl,
The upper decks are very hot and very, very noisy. But look at this. River is doing so well as well. She's so well behaved, she's getting up and down the stairs, she's not freaking out. I bet she wonders what the hell is going on, don't you?
It's really cold in here.
Hello.
Oh, the sun's right there.
Just come out on deck for a quick coffee and to watch us go past Albania.
We're going to test out the shower.
I don't reckon it's going to be very hot.
I don't think it is either. That's about it. It says it goes up to 40 degrees. I'm going to just leave it to run for a little bit. Oh, it might be getting warmer.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it just takes a little bit of time. I reckon that's almost bearable.
Oh my god,
It's
right,
just
so
the warm
that.
side of the usual.
Right, so that's a no for me.
If it's getting warmer, just wait. I don't think it's going to get any warmer. I think if you like really needed a shower, it's warm enough, but no. Okay.
Never mind.
Right, we're about to get back on the van. Had a bit of a mad dash from the. Had a bit of a mad dash from the deck. Oh. Basically, there was a mad scramble for everyone to get back to the vehicles. We ended up going down the stairs on the opposite side to which we came in on, which meant we had to then run back across through all these lorries, which
We're all starting up.
there's like a forest of lorries, and we're all starting up around us, and we weren't even 100% sure we were on the right deck. But we were, it's fine. We got here okay. 9 hours later and we are in Greece.
It's hot right now.
It's boiling. We're gonna get round there. Got a very tight corner coming up. It's gonna hit, no, yeah. I didn't get a chance to film that on camera either, but we had to reverse out of the way that we came in because trying to drive out the corner was so tight we were gonna get stuck.
They basically put us in the wrong.
They basically put us in the wrong section. We should have been in with the lorries, I guess, where you just drive straight in and haven't got to turn around corners. Now it's a little bit chaotic here and we're just stuck in with a load of lorries. There is another camper van down here though, so we don't feel quite so alone, but it is a little bit of chaos.
You see what's going on down there?
Nope, not at all.
This guy can try and squeeze through here. I got me.
It's just us in this little camper in like all of the lorries. Is he alright?
Yeah, I just don't know what's going on here.
Traffic isn't moving at all.
Yeah, that side.
Pardon? I can't see.
And mate is just crossing in between the traffic.
What's happening?
There's like 3 guys trying to scale this fence and the barbed wire and climb in. What's going on?
Right, I think. Okay, so just follow this camper in front because we need to get onto the main road.
How the fuck do you get out of it?
Just follow them, babe. Don't lose sight of them. Okay, so we're back in the van.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's Chess's
my
birthday
birthday.
now, today. 1st of September.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's my birthday.
I was celebrating it in a car park in Ignamitsa.
In a car park in Greece, which is fine. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I spend it at worse places.
We're going to do something tomorrow, aren't we?
But I just wanted to say, while we're still feeling it, that experience of that getting off that ferry was probably one of the most
it's ridiculous.
I would say unpleasant travel experiences that we've had in a long time.
Don't know what was going on, where the people were being funneled left, right and centre. We got funneled off with 4 other vans into an empty car park.
Yeah.
And then just drove back around the car park.
There were people trying to scale the fence around the barbed wire, loads of shouting going off. We just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
We had this park up planned for when we got here, and it was just taking us, Google Maps was just taking us
all over the place.
All over the place. We ended up going out of town to come back into town.
Anyway,
we're fine, and I think when we wake up tomorrow we'll be like, that was fine.
It was just a long day, and then it was
also the fact that we had to then reverse out of where we'd parked. As I briefly mentioned, we were, from where we were on the ferry, they basically tried to get us to drive around like this on ourselves, but it was way, way, way too tight and we would have got stuck. So Ben had to then reverse it back.
Lucky enough there was no one behind us, so...
But we were one of the last ones to come off, and that was just a little bit unpleasant in itself. And then the whole mess at the port. So for us, the experience of getting the ferry at the end wasn't the greatest.
It was everything. It was great up until the end, and then it all just went to rat shit. But we're off there, we're off now, and that's it. So we can forget about it, and we can start to enjoy Greece.
Yes,
but
we're gonna.
Before we do that,
go to bed. Get a good night's sleep. We're just in a big car park at the port.
And we will see you.
We'll see you in the morning.
Tomorrow morning. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
So well.
Okay, coffee. Not for you.
It's my birthday, I can cry if I want to. Since we left France, it feels like we haven't stopped at all. We've just had long drive after long drive, racing to get through Italy, then all of the chaos last night at the port. We've driven about 20 minutes outside of Ignamitsa to this beautiful little village. This is where the beach is, and let me show you where Sophia is. She is just in there. And there we go. Could we have a more perfect spot for my birthday? I don't think so. And this wasn't even planned. We just picked someone on the map and was like, let's just go and see what it's like. And it's absolutely gorgeous. There's a pizzeria next door. There's a seafood restaurant further down. It is just exactly what we need after this past couple of weeks.
Yeah, we woke up this morning. No, we didn't wake up here this morning. When we got here this morning, it was calm as anything and it was perfect. So I had to crack the paddleboard out in the night.
We're going to stay here for a couple of days, unwind, relax after what feels like a mad 2.5 weeks rush to get here.
Yeah, definitely. And it's your birthday, so
and
you deserve
it's
a
my
relaxing
birthday,
day.
exactly. Can't ask for a better one.
Good. Mwah.
Now Ben got me this for my birthday. It's the Instax. I already have a Polaroid camera, but this basically turns your iPhone photos into Polaroids. So you can hook it up with Bluetooth, and if you take a really nice photo on your phone and you want to keep it and print it off, it prints it off in a Polaroid style. Okay, so we've had a lovely morning at the beach, had the most chilled birthday so far. It's been so nice, but for some reason it's got really, really windy now. We're gonna go and have a stroll into the marina and see what's about town.
We'd found ourselves a small village called Blooper, full of bars, restaurants and lots of beautiful sailboats, who were probably much more appreciative of the wind than we were.
go, your chance, your every low. You made it through another day. You're surely on your way. Just put your guitar down.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32. The wind has died down. It is so much calmer today than it was last night. We're gonna head back to the beach and go for a little paddleboard, I think.
Well guys, after the stormy winds we had last night, we woke up this morning and it is flat, it's calm, it's peaceful. Here she comes. Da 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 da. God, we'll have to put that song on repeat at the speed she's coming in. How did you find it?
It was good, but it was a little choppy.
It is, isn't it? You're surprising.
I'm gonna take you for a little snorkel, but because it's so windy, it's quite choppy. It is just so murky. You just can't see a thing. We're gonna give the Instax little mini printer a go. Got my pack of film here. Oh, is that? Oh, that's like the protector.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might have got it working. Okay. I don't know if you can. It can collage print, party print, sketch, edit and print. I just want a bog standard simple print. So that's the photo we're gonna print.
Cool. Here we go.
Go, just let it develop now. Oh, look at that. That's such a good idea. So you can keep like your little phone, those special phone pictures that you take, and you can do landscape as well. You love your
Polaroid things, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for this photo.
You are more than welcome.
Birthday present. So just printed off a few more photos. These ones are from that amazing mountain camp in France. This was taken yesterday for my birthday. We actually got the real Polaroid out. The film has expired, so it's gonna have like some kind of distortion, I guess, but it's not that bad and I kind of like it. This is literally me right now. Yeah, makes me wanna take loads more photos. A little neighbourhood watch going on.
There's a not neighbourhood watch, it's an amazing overlander rig has just pulled in. The tyres are so big and so high up, they've got a new a hydraulic winch that you have to clip them onto to lower them down. They've got 2 spare. It's an amazing, beautiful thing.
Holiday mode has been officially disengaged. We're now leaving the beach and getting ready to head inland to explore northern Greece. The ferry here was definitely one of our more interesting ferry experiences, but we're so glad to have made it here. We're going to be exploring northern Greece for roughly the next 8 weeks as we head over to Turkey. So if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to follow the journey, and we shall catch you guys next Sunday. Bye! Ciao! Say hi.
No boarding yet.
Yeah, it's good. It's a boy.
Girl.
Girl. Go. It's a good girl.
Water. Oh, it's so salty, it burns your throat.
Oh, it's really good.